Hey, Nora,
Hey, Dad.
where do pirates shop for their hooks?
I don't know, at the hook store?
No, at the secondhand store. Get it?
I do get it.
They go thrifting for their hooks.
They go thrifting 'cause
Yeah.
they're second hand.
Yeah.
I get it.
You and pirates have a lot in common.
Oh my gosh, we were just at the antique mall earlier.
Were you? Did you buy anything?
No. Although Cole was trying to convince me to he had little ducks. And they were like sorting bins, like as ducks. So there were like 3 of them and they're like that. They're really cute. But I was like, I don't know what I'd do with them.
You would put them on a shelf?
I don't have a shelf.
You would put them on the dashboard of your car like every other car I see driving around with a young person driving with ducks all over the windshield?
I don't like things on the windshield because then if I get in an accident, I'll die.
Yeah.
I have my rubber ducky and I have a little stuffed animal. And that's enough for me.
You know what I have?
Nothing.
Nothing. All right. Well, while you think about where you could put ducks that you got from the thrift store, we'll have people listen to some theme music. Welcome back to the Norah and Dad show. This has been a weird weekend because it's the first weekend in a while that we haven't seen each other.
I know.
Not a fan.
I was going to see if I could come in for Easter weekend.
Just because?
Because everyone's going to be gone.
We're not doing anything.
By everyone, I mean Lily's not going to be here, so
Oh.
there's no point for me to be here.
We're not doing anything for Easter as far as I know. It'll probably just be us, but you're welcome to drive up and come in.
I'll see you guys.
I mean, I'm not sure there's going to be much going on, like Eastery.
We can get a ham.
We can get a ham.
Yeah, you have a smoker.
Our new kitchen might be done by then.
Okay, so that's a reason for us to have Easter.
Do you want to have an Easter turkey?
Yes. We're thinking about Thanksgiving, so we're talking about it in my education class.
What about Thanksgiving?
It's taught very poorly.
Why is that?
Because you learn that the colonizers were very nice to the Native Americans and they weren't.
Okay.
That's not what really happened.
Oh, well, yeah. So come in Easter weekend. Our kitchen might be done by then, and then you can help us move stuff out of the basement into cabinets and stuff.
Okay.
Yay. Score.
As long as I don't have to clean house, I can help.
Sure.
Yes. I don't want to dust.
Yeah, so kind of weird that we didn't get to see you this weekend. I didn't like it.
I'm with Cole.
Yeah, I know you're with Cole. Tell Cole I say hi.
He says hi. You can say hi.
Hello.
I told him he had to be really quiet.
Oh, that was okay. Oh, I see a hand that the listeners
He's making
will
a
not.
heart.
Oh, that was a heart?
I guess. That's not, I mean, I do this for hearts.
So you had a busy weekend. You had a sorority formal
Date dinner.
date dinner. What was for dinner? Well,
Buddha.
first of all, tell us about your date, which was not your boyfriend. You stepped out on Cole for the weekend.
No, I was with Lily.
Lily's your
There
bestie.
was actually like 2 guys there. Like a lot of people brought friends as dates or just didn't have dates.
Really? I
Yeah.
find that so interesting. So I always assumed, I was not in a fraternity in college, but I always assumed that those fraternity and sorority formals were like an excuse for like the fraternities and sororities to like hook up with each other. No?
Maybe, but not us.
Okay.
Not a woo.
Okay. So was the whole thing at a Mexican restaurant?
Yeah.
So
10
they
minutes from campus. Like walking distance, 10 minutes from campus.
so they just rented out a Mexican restaurant?
Well, like the back room of one. Like a party room.
Did you guys do
And
the
then I decorated it. And then I had a plate of rice and beans and beef for dinner.
Okay.
With chips.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah. It was fun.
Did you guys do the Mexican hat dance?
No, we did the conga on our way out.
The conga on the way out.
Conga line out to the car.
So there was like a DJ and the whole deal, dancing and no DJ,
There was
just
a Spotify playlist.
a Spotify playlist. Okay.
And a lot of drinking.
And a lot of drinking.
Well, because most of the sorority sisters are 21.
Okay.
So.
And so were you able to partake or were you not allowed because you're underage?
I'm underage.
So you could not drink at the restaurant?
No.
Well, don't look so disappointed. It's okay.
It was fun though.
Well, good. I'm glad you had a good time. This is the sorority that you're thinking of pledging next semester?
Yes.
Okay. And nothing at this dance convinced you that was a bad idea?
No, it was the opposite.
The opposite. All nice girls.
So nice.
And you seem to fit in well?
I think so.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. I never pictured you as a sorority girl.
Me neither.
I mean, it's fine. Nothing wrong with it. I just didn't picture you as someone who would join a sorority.
That was my Friday. Well, then we went to a party afterwards. Party was awful. It was so bad, Dad.
What? Okay. Was this at a fraternity house?
Yes, it was at SIGAP. It was so bad.
So what makes for a bad fraternity party?
Okay, well, this is like the first fraternity party I've been to this semester. They couldn't get the music right. Their speakers kept cutting out. And I was drunk at this point, so I stumbled up to the... Okay, stumbled is the wrong word. I was tipsy, not like blackout drunk. And so I went up to the place, and I was like, do you need help with your music? Like, I'm a musician, I can look at it for you. And they're like, no, we got it, it's fine. And then there was like 30 seconds without music because their speakers weren't working.
Oh,
embarrassed them,
You
yeah.
offended their broness. You did. Bunch of bros like, no, we got it. No girl's going to tell us how to work
They
our
were like,
gear.
thank you, but we got it. Okay, you don't got it.
And they did not have it.
No, people kept booing at them. There was only like 30 people then, everyone was booing.
Booing? Oh. That's never a good sign at a party when the guests boo.
So we left after like an hour. It wasn't...
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you just go home after that?
I went to Lily's room with Lily and Julia, who's Lily's big, and we hung out.
Okay. Fun.
Yeah.
Okay. And so that was and you told me you got home at what, like 2 a.m?
Well, I got to Lily's room at like 11, and I stayed in Lily's room until like 2, like talking
Okay.
and hanging out. So
Okay. That sounds
it
like
was like raining and gross out too, so I didn't really want to be out for a while.
sounds like a fun night.
It was fun.
And now you have a visitor for the rest of the weekend.
I do have a visitor.
Your roommates are gone for the weekend, right?
No, they're just not in the room.
I thought they left for the weekend.
They're leaving next weekend and the weekend after.
Okay.
And the weekend after that.
Okay.
Adrian like choreographs dances, and there's dance competitions going on those weekends.
Okay.
So they're going home to watch the dances that they've choreographed.
Got it.
And August is going with.
So you'll be flying solo for the next 3 weekends.
We'll be an empty nester.
That's nice.
It's so nice.
You'll be an empty nester for the summer at home.
Yeah, I'm so excited to go home though.
We're excited to have you home.
I'm excited to go home. I'm excited to work. Actually, I wish I would have been working at the early childhood center all semester. That's like the joy of my week is going there.
How many shifts have you had so far?
3.
And how's that going? Good?
I love it.
You love it? Are the kids nice?
They are.
Very nice. Very
They're all
nice.
so sweet.
So still no reservations about becoming a teacher despite the awfulness of what's going on in education right now?
Yeah. And it's not just Ohio, it's everywhere now.
Oh no, it's the whole country.
Yeah. I mean, me and my education professor had like a 40-minute talk about the government and teaching and stuff. And I was like, I don't know, I think it's a form of protest to teach, and I think I'm just going to have to learn how to teach what I want in a very specific way without necessarily using the words that I want to use, but still getting the same point across.
I had a conversation last night with a service member of the U.S. military that I will not name because I don't want to get he or she in trouble.
I know the service
but
member?
that person, not answering that question, but that person is very nervous about what they can or can't say about certain current Department of Defense policies.
Interesting.
Because that person doesn't want to, despite the First Amendment and their free speech rights, they don't want to get in trouble for being critical of certain policies and potentially either lose opportunities or even be court-martialed for being overly critical of certain current government policies, like books being removed from school libraries, university libraries.
I'm really upset at a
other
lot of
things.
universities right now for not having a backbone.
It is...
They're going to lose a lot of admissions because of it.
So that helps schools like yours, right? Because if your school is despite the millions of listeners we have, they're going to hear this, that your school is under the radar and not really on any like target list for.
Well, because it's a private school, that's really what it is.
Right.
But, I mean, in theory, yes, but also we only can hold so many people.
Right.
Like, most of our dorms are full.
Right.
Classes fill up like crazy. They're cutting classes because they don't want to pay professors more. So,
but doesn't that help you though? Because then if people that value a certain, not having certain viewpoints in their education like stifled or eliminated, and then applications to schools like Ohio Wesleyan and other small liberal arts private institutions like swell, but they can only take so many kids. That makes the value of your degree increase because it makes the school more selective. It makes their admissions rate go down, which makes them look more selective and prestigious, which means your degree then becomes worth more.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't see why it's a big deal at the end of the day, if I'm being honest.
Because our country right now is being run by a bunch of racists that feel threatened by anything that's not white or male.
I know. And I just I need them to sit down and take the classes I'm taking, honestly. I know they wouldn't. They never would in a million years. And it wouldn't make a difference because it wouldn't
resonate with them, like it wouldn't sink in. So
I do think though specifically for like people applying, I don't know if a lot of people applying to schools know about this. At least in the state of Ohio. Like I'm seeing people commit to schools and I'm like, do you know what you're committing to?
Oh, like people that are going to like Ohio State and
like I'm assuming at Lakeridge, if that's something that's important to them, they probably know. And I would assume that Mr. R, is making people aware of things just because he's, really good about knowing that kind of stuff and telling people. But if you go to like a bigger public school and this stuff is kind of under the radar for you, you might get to school and then not know what you're going into.
Interesting. Yeah.
And I think that's saddening. And also, like, OU isn't publicizing this. Like, OU hasn't even told students anything.
About what? That they're not?
Yeah, like, I learned it because of the conference I went to.
Right.
So professors have been getting messages from the school, but no one's directly telling students stuff.
So I saw a thing online. The conference that you went to, that was the Melvin Van Peebles Symposium. I didn't know he went to OU. That's really cool.
Yeah.
He's like the grandfather of Blaxploitation cinema.
Yep.
Yeah. Sweetback's Badass Song. Great movie.
No, it was a really cool symposium. I don't know if the theme surrounds art every year. This is only the second year they've done it. But I really liked having all the art on campus.
Yeah, that's very cool. Did they screen movies too?
They screened one movie. I forget what the movie was, but Erica Anderson, the actress, was in it. And then she came on campus and did a talk. That was like the closing thing. She's our keynote speaker. But I forget what the movie was called.
And
something.
They do this every year?
This is the second year, so I don't know. I don't know if it was last year or like 2 years ago when they did it last. Most students didn't even know it was a thing, so I think it's very cool. Dr. Gisebe.
He's like a very famous Hollywood writer and director.
We have some pretty cool alum.
That's pretty awesome. You're going to have another really cool one in 3 years.
Yeah.
Named Nora Hyman.
But there's a picture that they took of us with me and Lily at the museum listening. I'll send it to you. But yeah. And actually, if there is an article that a student wrote about the conference, and you can get a glimpse into what Matty V said when he said it in his speech.
Oh, about the values of the school and fostering diversity and all that.
How he didn't say how I embarrassed myself in front of him afterwards.
That's okay.
It's okay.
It's really okay.
Not my proudest
probably
moment.
Won't even remember it. Although it would be awesome if when you graduated in 3 years, when you got your diploma, if he said, wait, aren't you the one who said that thing that time a little more than 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Right.
So anyways, that was my last weekend.
Right.
And then, formal. And then yesterday, Cole and I saw the Minecraft movie.
Oh, wait. So before we get to Minecraft, let's back up that. So the symposium was last weekend.
Yes.
So why don't you share exactly your embarrassing moment then with Matty V, the president of Ohio Wesleyan University? Because I didn't think it was that bad, in all honesty.
I think it's bad. Lily thinks it's bad.
I didn't think it was that bad. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, first off, for context, were late because we went to the wrong building. So we had to walk 10 minutes back, which isn't that bad, but 10 minutes back to the other building, and we were already 10 minutes late for the thing because of the walking. Almost get hit by a car because somebody ran through a red light on Sandusky Street. And then we run into Dr. Vanderberg. And I had said that I wanted to talk to him after he made a speech. Like, I told Lily that, I really appreciated that. Like, I want him to know that, like, students appreciate this. So I went up to him. Actually, no, he approached us. He said, "Hey, how are you doing?"
And you've never like talked to him before this?
Never, ever.
You never met him?
Nope.
This is your first interaction with him
Yep.
ever? Okay.
So I go up to him. He says, "Hey, how are you?" I said, "Good." I said, "Thank you for the speech you made earlier. I just wanted to say I really appreciate it, and it makes me feel like I chose the right school." And he just stands there. Like, he doesn't say, he says, "Thank you," maybe? And then he just stands there. So I'm like, crap, do I have to say something else? So the first thing that comes to my head is, "Thank you for being you." And then he goes, "Okay, thank you," and walks away.
That's really not a bad thank you for being. That's a compliment.
But why would you say that to somebody you've met for the first time? I don't know who he is. I don't know what you is.
It could be worse.
I guess.
You could have said, like, "You look really nice in that suit." That would have been more awkward.
And then I saw him later that day and he didn't recognize me. I held the door for him at the museum.
And did you say, "I'm the one who said thank you for being you"?
No. I just held the door and he said thank you. And I closed it.
Oh, I can't wait to meet. I've never met him either, but I can't wait to meet him and ask him if he remembers the time that you thanked him for being him.
He's really nice.
I'm sure he is.
He probably does remember.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure that came from the bottom of your heart, the thank you for being you.
I like when administration has nice politics. I appreciate that.
He probably went home that night and said to his wife, "You'll never believe what
That's
this
what I was telling Lily. I was like, he probably
today."
told his wife about this.
I'm giving you a hard time, but I really don't think it's that bad of it. I don't think it's that bad of an interaction.
It's okay. I'm going to think about it every single time I walk past him on campus.
It's not like you farted or anything.
That would have, at least I can hide that. That was like a face-to-face interaction. And then Lily was just standing next to me the whole time.
And she didn't try to rescue you?
No, we just walked away afterwards.
I don't think it's that bad.
Okay.
You'll have to find a way to run into him again on campus and see if he treats you weird.
Okay.
All right.
Now we can talk about the Minecraft
All right,
movie.
and then you said you went and saw the Minecraft movie?
Yeah.
Your brother, who I would think have been first in line to see it because he loves all that stuff, said he does not want to see it because he heard it's horrendous.
Okay, I think Donovan would like it.
Okay.
Based off of his humor.
Is it like a lot of fart and poop jokes?
Okay, so that's the weird thing. And I'm gonna get serious for a second.
Oh.
The movie, I don't know who it was made for. Because there was jokes specifically for, probably colonized age range of, people who grew up on Minecraft. There was, references from other YouTubers, Minecraft YouTubers who were in it. There was swearing. But then...
What kind of swearing? How bad are they using?
Just ass was the worst word.
All right.
It's still a swear word.
Okay.
And then hell does not count. Hell is not a swear word. And then there all the jokes were poop jokes. And I was like, and they weren't even good poop jokes. Or I don't know, I think it was supposed to be funny that Jack Black's character and who's the other dude?
Jason
Momoa, they had little bromance going on.
But it just...
I don't know. The kid sitting next to us, he was 7. Oh, he was so funny. And first off, the theater didn't turn the lights off for the first 10 minutes of the movie. They just forgot. So you're watching the movie in the lights.
That's really awkward.
Yeah. And this kid, he turns to us, I think, and he goes, "Somebody's getting fired." And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Somebody is getting fired. And then we're in the middle of this movie, and there's this woman who's in the front row, or close to the front row, who's like an adult woman, and she keeps belly laughing at everything. If the theater is silent, she's the only person laughing. And he turns to his sister, who's probably between 3 and 5 years old, and he goes, "It's really not that funny."
Was the theater full?
It was full. It was full.
Okay.
I don't know. There was no plot. The CGI was kind of ugly.
I have a really important question.
Yeah.
How was the music?
The music was bad.
Because your friend Rhett Miller submitted a song.
I know, which I couldn't listen to it, so I need to listen to it when I go home for Easter.
Actually, I think if you read the article, his Substack, I think he said he submitted 3 songs, and they all got turned down.
We stayed till the end credits to see if his name would pop up. I was going to take a picture. It did not.
Did not pop up.
Dave Grohl was a part of it, apparently.
Really?
No, it was like... There was like a song about like lava and chicken. Like that was a song. I forget how it goes. He wasn't memorable.
Your comment to me after seeing the movie was that Rhett Miller dodged a bullet by not having his song selected for the movie.
Yeah, and like, whenever a movie came up, or whenever the music came up, I'd turn to Cole and I was like, Rhett Miller did not write this. Like, I can promise you Rhett Miller did not write this. And I was right, he did not.
Did not write any of them.
It was like, chicken, lava chicken. And I was like, there's no way.
So was it like Dave Grohl singing, or did Dave Grohl just like write a song that other people sang?
I think he wasn't singing. It was Jack Black who did all the singing.
Oh, okay. I find him. He hosted Saturday Night Live last night.
Mm-hmm.
I find him so annoying. He's like nails on the chalkboard annoying.
Is
to me.
he really?
Yeah.
People don't like him.
No, I definitely don't like him. I think
no, they don't like him
doesn't...
because he's annoying. They don't like him because he's a Zionist.
Oh. Well, that's okay. I mean, okay.
That's why I'm playing people don't like him. I'm indifferent about that.
So he's pro-Israel, so people don't like his politics?
I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
I liked him in the movie School of Rock, and that might have been about it that I liked him in.
I don't know. The movie wasn't funny, actually. And the acting was so bad. Like, it was rough. Like, I was watching this, like, I could have auditioned for this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how bad it was.
So, on a scale of, I guess, one star to 5 stars, how many stars?
1.5.
1.5. What's the half star for?
There was a sense of community within the theater.
Oh, you all bonded over the awfulness of the movie?
We all bonded over how awful it was.
Wow.
And I don't know, like, so the theater in Delaware, tickets were only $6. And I think it was worth it for me to pay $12 for both of us to get our tickets.
Okay.
Now, if you were to go to Crocker Park, you'd pay like $40.
Right.
I don't think that's worth it.
Did you get snacks too?
No, because the line was so long.
Okay.
We just got dinner afterwards instead, and that was better.
Okay.
I don't know how much snacks were, but the tickets itself were not expensive.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I think it's worth less than $10 a ticket.
Is it worth when it comes available on Netflix? Is it worth me spending an hour and a half of my time to watch it for free?
Oh, I'd watch it with Donovan to see if he likes it.
Okay.
I don't know if he will. Because he just finds the weirdest things funny sometimes, you know?
Yeah, we watched, when you were home last weekend, we watched...
That was an awful movie, Dad.
Better Off Dead, which is an absolute banger of a classic 80s
so
movie.
Bad.
Bad.
I've never seen Donovan laugh so hard. It's like, what are you laughing at?
When I was in high school, I thought that movie was the funniest thing. So, that is a classic from my youth, Better Off Dead.
The only part I liked about that movie was the fact that the foreign exchange student was French. When she was speaking in French, I understood what she was saying.
We have French fries, French toast, French dressing.
I don't know why. I don't know.
When the mom lights the cigarette over the lighter fluid and she blows up.
Blows up the house. That was funny.
Gee, Ricky, I'm sorry your mom blew up. There's so many good lines. There's so many good lines in that movie.
But good lines doesn't make a movie good.
Right.
You know?
But it's silly and it's over the top silly.
It is silly. Mom doesn't like movies like that.
We decided next time we do a family movie, we're going to watch Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Okay, that's Zoe's favorite movie.
Also a very silly movie, but silly in a good way.
I want to watch, I don't think this is not a funny movie. Oh my god, what is it called? Tom Hanks is in it.
Forrest Gump.
Yes, I've been seeing clips of it on TikTok, and I really want to watch it.
Your mom hates that movie.
Why?
With a burning passion, she hates it.
Why she?
I don't know. It's a good movie.
I like Tom Hanks.
He won the Oscar for it. He was really good in it.
I don't think there's any other movies
You need to watch everybody, all our listeners, including you, I guess you're not a listener, but needs to watch Adolescence on Netflix.
Okay, is it like, how scary is it?
It's not scary at all. It's four episodes long show,
Okay.
series, 4 episodes. It is about, the show starts off, I mean, this isn't much of a spoiler, it's the first 2 minutes of the show, is the police, it takes place in England, the police kicking down the door of a house to arrest a 13-year-old for murder. And then over the course of each of the 4 episodes tells the story, it's at a different point in time. So there's like the arrest, and then there's like the second episode. So the first episode is all like in the police station after the arrest. And the second episode is a few weeks later, all in the school where the police are doing their investigation. And then the third episode is several months later, and that is more focuses on the 13-year-old. And then the final episode is like a year later, and it focuses on the parents, the family. So you kind of get it from 4 different perspectives, but at 4 different points in time about how this affects the people. And it's just a lot to say about technology and cyberbullying and what's going on in school these days and how it's impacting people and how people aren't really paying attention to that kind of stuff. And it was a really good watch. And each episode, one camera, and it's one continuous shot.
Really? I like shows that do that.
So the camera, so if they need to change locations, the camera will follow someone from one room to the next to change the location of where they're telling their story from. So the camera never, there's no cuts. It's just one continuous shot for
That's really cool.
an hour. Yeah, really cool. So
you're on the elliptical tonight.
The accents are a little rough. You might want the subtitles on. Really heavy British accents.
What part of Britain are they from?
Hard to say. I don't think they say. Yeah, I don't think they say.
Interesting.
It's not Liverpool, because at one point they talk about moving back to Liverpool. So it's not Liverpool. They might be Liverpudlian accents, because that's, I think, where the family was originally from. But they're a little hard to understand without the subtitles. But I think particularly as a teenager, I think you'll get a lot out of it.
Yeah, I follow a bunch of like infographic Instagram accounts, and they were recommending it.
Yeah.
In relation to like how it talks about like the alpha male content that you see on Instagram. I was just talking to Mom about that too, because a lot of people think that's why women, like Gen Z women, have become more liberal while conservative men have stayed the same. Like men have been the same.
Teenage boys have become more conservative, I think.
Yeah, I don't know the exact statistics, but I think that has to do something with it, is the content that they're consuming online.
Yeah.
And how much it, hates women.
Right. So that's a lot of what the show's about. I thought it was going to be a true crime show. I was just read all this stuff like, oh, this show's so good, you have to watch it. And it's only 4 episodes, so it's an easy in and out. So I assumed it was going to be more of like a detective, like true crime type show, but it's not that at all. It's that for like the first episode when they're in the police station and the kids getting like, they're questioned about the crime and all, but it's really much, much more about the relationships between the people and what would lead someone to do something like that. So it's really good.
There's a couple cases actually in Britain of like teenage boys killing their friends or like alleged friends.
This was the guy who wrote it, who I think also plays the dad on the series, said that he based it off a couple of, it's not a true story per se, but he said he relied on a couple of stories of teenage girls getting stabbed.
It was a teenage girl.
Yeah. He used a couple of like real life stories from the news to kind of build the story around. So
yeah, there's this one story of this kid who had like a semi viral YouTube channel, like for very niche. He did parkour stuff in London, and he met a friend online, and then the friend killed him because he didn't want to be friends with him anymore.
Oh.
And he was like, I think 16 at the time.
I'm not being rude. I'm keeping an eye on my pizza. I think my DoorDasher's here.
You guys DoorDashed?
Yeah, because I knew we were going to be podcasting, and I wanted to.
Thanks.
So
we got Pancake House. It was really good.
You might hear a dog bark in a second when the person knocks on the door.
It's okay. I can show you my. What even you call this?
A bird whistle.
My bird whistle.
Water bird whistle.
Oh, do you hear Dante? There's my pizza.
It doesn't even work.
Oh, what is it?
Like
what is that supposed to do?
It's supposed to sound like a bird. We got scammed.
You definitely. Did you buy that at the secondhand store? Are you blowing on something that someone else blew
No,
on?
we got it from the store next to the movie theater. It was really cute.
Okay. All right. Well, I think this is, since I think my dinner
'Cause your
has
food's here.
arrived. I think this is this is as good a time as any to say goodbye to the audience.
Oh, wait, listeners. If you are in the Columbus area, I have a concert on Wednesday, 5 to 8 at Understory. And you should come.
It
That's
looks
all.
like it looks like a really cool place.
Keep me safe.
So you will have to report back on how it goes because I will not be
will.
there.
Cole will.
I
And
know.
it's Cole's birthday. You can wish Cole a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Cole.
He says happy birthday. I know, he'll text you.
All right. Well, Nora, I have one thing to say in
Yes?
parting. Thank you for being you.
Aw. Thanks, Dad. Oh, shucks.
I'll talk to you during the week.
Okay.
Have a great week. I love you.
Love you too.